Here for the AM, like setting up the tents, making sure there's coffee and ice here, laundry, food, GA for the AM, GA for the PM, taking care of the signs, the chants, outreach, and inventory. Okay? So if anybody wants to volunteer for those for tomorrow, I know people would be greatly appreciative about that. So anyways, here's the list for it. Okay. And there's more little tags in here. There's more tags in here to kind of organize it.
What are you doing? Laundry? Okay. We can do AM setup here.
Okay, and then these are gonna be left here, but this is the rules on how to do a GA, which is also on the website of how to do a GA. This is the procedures for the tents, how to take them down and how to put them up. And so there's things that you guys need to follow because there's been mass chaos here in the morning, and so things aren't getting done, or the evening, whichever. But things are getting better, so I'm not trying to say they're not getting better, okay? And let's see, for me, for communications, anybody who wants to meet me tomorrow night at my house, from 5 to 6 o'clock, we're going to be working on the website, and I'm going to show anybody that's interested in how to do that. I will show them and give them access to the website and walk through it. So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Anybody else want to talk about anything today? Okay, we have ponchos over here for the rain, and okay, does that mean you want to talk?
When you're done, I'm not interrupting.
Okay, no, that's all right. I just wanted to say this thing about the tents. Don't do Viva la Resistance.
You know I'm going to. You know I'm going to.
No, not in the mic. Okay.
I won't in the mic.
Okay, man.
All right, not in the mic.
Did anybody else want the list to sign up and help?
The tent set up and set down should be about a half hour.
Tent set up and set down should be about a half hour. I would say that's a very conservative estimate. I would push it more like a 2-hour job, but
Not everybody is as good as you, Ryan. I'm just saying.
The plan was to come in the morning.
We got enough people. I mean,
You got enough,
please let him finish, Ryan.
do you got enough people? Do I need to be here at 6 or do I need to be here at 5?
Well, let's get a notebook out of where it says pens and papers, and let's get 5 people signed up. And when we have 5 people, we'll have enough.
yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. The list is over there.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Alright. We are at a war of the mind, but the majority of you are blind and can't see that it is not we that you should fear. What's that? Close to the mic, okay. We are at a war of the mind, but the majority of you are blind and can't see that it is not we that you should fear. Wake up, there's a revolution under your nose, but I suppose that you believe this fad will pass. You laugh as corporate America rapes your ass, fires tear gas at your sisters and brothers, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters. But you don't bother to educate yourself, leave the books on your shelf. You prefer to wait for Palin and Limbaugh to spread hate. Spread hate, leaving your fate in the hands of those whose minds have been bought. Original thought is an evil to be fought at all costs, even the loss of your soul. But the toll on humanity has become too great. You can no longer wait for the situation to fix itself. This consolidation of wealth has affected all of us. We must unite against those who have betrayed our trust. To by the people, for the people is no longer a lie, a truth denied to 99% of us.
Yeah!
And that right there is why we need to organize and we need to all work together. And when we're setting up tents, we need to have some people out here setting up tents. And that's great to have general assemblies and vote on stuff and drink coffee, but that's fine. That's not an Occupy movement. An Occupy movement means that we have a presence here, that we're sustained, and we have people here, and we have people out here holding signs, and we have people getting out information, because everybody says, I know everybody's pissed off, but what are they pissed off about? And then you talk to half of us, we're like, I don't know what we're pissed off about, what we're pissed off. Well, let's educate. educate ourselves. Let's read. Let's get some information out. Let's get together with some key leaders and some key personnel, and let's see what we think it is that we can accomplish, and let's come up with a form. Let's come up with a plan of how we're going to accomplish it, and let's nobody, oh, well, I don't want to have a leader, because then if somebody's a leader, that means that's who's been abusing us, and that's been who's putting us down. You have people here who aren't here 2 or 3 hours. You have people who are here going to jail and getting pepper sprayed and are here camping out, and you have people who are on the phone with the mayor and the chief of police and lawyers and busting their ass trying to run 3 fucking businesses, and you have people coming in. So I'm not trying to call anybody out, and I know that but I'm just saying some people are putting it all on the line for this, and we need to get in line and do whatever we can do when we have the time to do it to help it, and we need to think, what more can I sacrifice? Because the individual thought, what can I gain from this? What can I get out of it? That's what these motherfuckers have been thinking for the last fucking 100 years, and that's not what we're about. We're about, let's team up, let's get together, and let's change the world. Y'all might not know this, but there's a revolution going on right now that hasn't been possible before because of Facebook and YouTube and Ustream and all this other shit that I have no idea what is, but thank God we have people out here who do. Okay? So let's read and let's educate ourselves when we have the time to read and educate ourselves. And there's a time for sitting around drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes, because we need to talk to each other and we need to know what each and every one of us thinks and what each and every one of us wants to do. But then we need to come up with what do most of us think needs to get done. What do we think are the root? What's the root of all this? We need to stop. Okay, race is a problem. Yes. Religion is a problem. Yes, that's true. There are a lot of problems. People caring who's gay and who's not. Yes, that's a problem. But I think there's a problem that's been going on since the beginning of time. And that's that there's class warfare and there's class disparity. And the goal of making money to just make money is what hyper-capitalism is. Not making, we love small businesses. We love people. I want you to have a house here and a lake house and a few boats and drink good wine and smoke good cigars. But you know what? People who can afford to do that are going out of business. And the people that work for them, who they have good health insurance and good benefits, are going out of business. And they're outsourcing all these jobs and roboticizing all these jobs. And where we used to have a nice middle class, everything's becoming bipolarized. And you've got people up here at the top with all the money, and you have a disappearing middle class, and then we're all going to be on the bottom. The longer we wait, the less we're going to be able to do about it. The farther down they get their heel on our throat, the less we're going to be able to breathe. So let's think, how much can I sacrifice without hurting my family? Because your family's the most important thing, but this affects your family. If there's a better future, it's a better future for your family. So let's not worry about, well, this person thinks she's hot shit and I don't like the way she talked to me this morning. Well, you know what? While you were in your bed, sleeping comfortable, watching your color TV, she was fucking running her ass, getting us coffee, and on the phone with 6 different people and trying to talk to the media. So